welcome back to my channel. I really need to finish this intro right now because it is nearly dinner time and for some reason I keep blabbing on and on and on. So let's do this. Today I'm going to be revisiting a palette that I have previously reviewed on my channel. This is the Revolution Colour Book number 5, the blue and green one. I put up a post asking you guys to vote in between this one and another couple of Revolution palettes that I wanted to just have another play with, and you guys voted for this one. I went for the green side this time because I really felt like I'd only ever played with the blue side, and this is what came out. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Alright guys, so as I'm sitting down to record this, the colour book is winning the poll by 42%, so that is exactly what I'm going to be using today. I have reached for this palette a handful of times since recording my review, and I'm pretty sure I have literally only used the blue side since the review. I don't think I've touched any of these, so I think today we should definitely get into the greens. I'm going to be avoiding all cut creases and all the usual things. I think I'm going to go for something a lot more smoky. So the first colour that I'm going to use is going to be the dark green up here. I'm struggling to pick it up. There we go. I have primed my eyes as always with my PLouise base in my shade 0.5, and of course the brush I'm using is a Jouer 231, and I'm going to start applying that into my crease. This shade is taking a fair amount of building up. And today I want to keep the shape quite rounded, so I'm going to go in with a flat eyeshadow brush and just start adding colour to the outer corner. Next up, I think I'm going to go in with a bit of a brighter green, so I'm going to go for this one over here, which is a lot more it is a lot more powdery than the one I just used, so I think it will be more pigmented. I'm taking that on another Jouer 231 and blending the crease out. And then I'm going to jump into this green over here, which is going to be nice and bright. And again, just blending out with the Jouer 231. Oh wow, this one is incredibly dusty. It's gone all over the darkest green, so I'm definitely going to have to go back over that. I feel like I really struggle to get a nice rounded shape with my eye shape. It is starting to crease around this area, so I do need to take my time to really get this shape right. And then I'm just going to go back in with the darkest colour again and really deepen that up. And then same again with the medium green. And then back in with the light green again and just make sure that it's all nicely blended out. I'm just going to quickly go over the edges with my Morphe M330 to make sure it's nice and softened out. I'm going to finish up the lower lash line next, so I'm just going to quickly prime it with some PLouise base. And then I'm going to start by packing the darkest green in with the flat brush that we used earlier. And again, blending that out with the medium green. And again, finishing that off with the lightest green. And then just same again, I'm going to blend it out with the Morphe brush. I'm keeping my eye on my microphone because the batteries are running out and I was too lazy to change them, and now I'm worried that it's just going to cut off halfway through the video and I'm not going to realise, so it's actually really stressing me out. Really should not have been lazy. I can't remember if I mentioned this in my review, but I do feel like what is missing from this palette for me is a really dark green and a really dark blue. I think I did say it. For me, what it needs is a very dark green that's so dark it's almost black, and same with the blues. It doesn't have to be an exact black, but something to really darken this up, because I definitely wanted this to be a bit darker and a bit smokier. We're just going to go with it now. I don't really want to reach for another palette today. I do just want to stick with this one. So I'm going to switch to the shimmer side of the palette, and I'm going to jump into the darkest green. So that is the corresponding shimmer to the matte that I used earlier. I'm going to use this flat elf brush. Let's see how that goes. I'm just going to pop it all over the lid. It's working pretty well, I'd say. That's not bad. It's nothing extraordinary, like it's not wowing me, but it has a good amount of pigmentation, where obviously the base had been there for a while now, it dried out a little. Sometimes some shimmers do struggle to just pop when the base has dried down a little bit, but this one's done quite well. I'm just taking the brush from the darkest green from earlier just to make sure that that is nicely blended in, and then again the one from the medium green. And then I'm just going to take it on a small flat liner brush as well and get it into the lower lash line. So that is it for the palette for now. I really like the blend. I like how things look, but I have to say that even though the shimmer does have a nice amount of pigmentation, it's nothing special. Even in terms of shimmers that Makeup Revolution makes, they can do better than this. They are quite basic. So I just want to bring everything up a notch. I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild Metallic Liquid Catsuit. This is, where's the shade name? This is Emerald Gaze. What is the best way of using it? I'm really scared of ruining this look, so I'm gonna do it on my left eye first, see what I think, and go from there. Okay, I haven't ruined it, so I'm just gonna go in with the liquid catsuit, pretty much just all over the lid, and then I'm just taking a flat brush to blend it out. This one's quite stiff, and I think I would prefer something with a little bit more flexibility, but that's not dry right now, so this is going to have to do. And then I do feel like it looks a bit gappy in places, so I'm gonna take the product off of the wand with the brush, add it where it needs to go. And again, I'm gonna go in with the brush that I used for the darkest green, just to blend it in. Hey, remember about 5 minutes ago when I said I wasn't gonna use another palette? I lied. I'm gonna take my Urban Decay Moondust palette. I feel like this one's okay to use because it's literally a palette of glitters and I haven't used it for the longest time, so what's a good brush for this? I'm gonna take this rather large flat eyeshadow brush and I'm gonna take a mixture of Lightyear, which is the green, and Galaxy, and I'm gonna pop that over the liquid catsuit. And again, just back in with that brush. And then again, I'm just going to take some of the liquid catsuit on that really flat liner brush that I used and get that in the lash line again. There we go, so the glitter and the liquid eyeshadow have just added the intensity that I was missing before. And I think that's the thing for me with this palette. I never reach for it for the shimmers, only ever for the mattes, because the shimmers they just don't wow me. I really wanted to add like a liner detail or something, but I kind of just really like it like this. I might just go with this. Yeah, I'm just gonna go in with the more yellowy light green in the shimmer side of the palette. I'm taking it on another Zoeva 2-3-on. I am having to dig in quite a bit. Does it have enough pigmentation by itself? Yes, it does. There we go. Just on the inner corner. I really wish I had a burgundy liner for the lower lash line. I think that would be nice, but I really don't have anything. I'm gonna try this one. This is Super Copper by L'Oreal. This is one of the Infallible gel crayons. Let me see if I like this. I think I'm happy with that. Or does it make my eyes look really red? I can't tell. But I'm taking recommendations for a really nice burgundy liner, if you guys have any. Hey, actually, I've mixed a teeny tiny bit of the red PLouise base and then the black one. Let me try that instead, just over the top. I think I like that. I think I'm going to stick with that one actually. But I'm still taking recommendations for a burgundy liner if you guys have got any. Okay, so I'm just going to go and do the skin off camera and then we'll come back and finish the face together. Alright guys, so my face is now done and I have also added some lashes. I feel like I've gone for something a little bit more understated than what I normally go for. But then I do also feel like I really want the eyeshadow to do the work on this one because it's nice. I don't wear green often enough. For blush, I'm going to go into one of my MUA blushes. This is the shade Papaya Whip. It's really dusty. Let's try it out. Not used it in a while. I feel like it's just the same colour as my bronzer. It's not really done much. It is really, really light. I'm just going to switch out to the L'Oreal Life's the Peach blush instead. There we go. That's a bit more pigmented, a bit more colour. I definitely feel like I need some new blushes. Right now I feel like I'm using the same ones all the time. Maybe highlighters as well, although I don't really think I need new highlighters. But let me know, you guys, in the comments what face products you're loving at the moment, whether it's bronzers, highlighters, blushes. I'm curious, what are you guys loving? And then for highlight, I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Megaglo highlighting powder. This is the shade Blossom Glow. Just gonna intensify that. I keep hearing people say how really intense highlighter is kind of over, we're moving on from it, but I won't lie to you guys, I'm not ready for that. I still love highlighter. lips. What do I want for my lips? I think I'm just gonna have to go quite nude. I still have some of my MUA lipsticks that are apparently unopened that they sent me. Ooh. I don't think I could pull that lipstick off. I'm gonna try the matching lip liner to that really dark lipstick I pulled out, which is called Obsession, with a lighter lipstick. Let's give it a go. Yeah, I definitely couldn't pull off this lipstick. This is way too dark for me. I'm just gonna take a small crease brush, taper that all out, because otherwise it's just gonna be a full 90s lip and then, no. Oh my god. Oh, that was the most awkward lipstick retrieval ever. I'm gonna go in with Heartfelt, which is a matte lipstick from MUA. It's a little bit darker than what I wanted, but then I did use a really dark lip liner, so I'm not really sure what I expected. I'm gonna take the Fenty Beauty Fussy Gloss Bomb. Oh my god, these smell so good. And then I'm just gonna finish everything off with a little bit of setting spray. Alright guys, that is it for today's look. I hope you like it. I really like how it turned out. I think I imagined it to be a little bit darker, a little bit smokier, but I'm pleased with it, and it's not a cut crease, so that's what counts. In terms of the palette itself, I did enjoy playing with it again. The darkest green definitely took a lot more work and building up, and then things got a little bit easier with the lighter looks. Everything else was a little bit more pigmented. I still think that if you don't have any of a certain type of colour in your collection, so in this case you don't have any blues, you don't have any greens, it's a good easy way of bringing in quite a few eyeshadows and having mattes and shimmers in one go. So I do think the palettes are good in that sense. I just think the shimmers are just not very exciting. They're a little bit boring, and especially considering that I've seen better shimmer formulas from Revolution themselves. They definitely wouldn't be my top recommendation from Revolution in terms of palettes, but it's not bad. I do enjoy playing with it, and I feel like whenever I need a colour that isn't in another palette, it's just handy to have it there for something extra. I haven't added any highlighter to my brow bone, and it's missing, I think. Let's correct that. I'm gonna use the Revolution highlighter in Set the Tone. If you enjoyed today's video, then do, as always, please give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment If you enjoyed today's video, then do, as always, please give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment letting me know what you thought of it. And of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on my next video. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye guys!